Molinaro.
Today, I had to convince my grandmother that I'm not gay. I'm just really, really bad with women. Yeah, I don't know. She didn't really listen. I can understand though. I'm almost 30 years old, and I've never had a committed relationship with anything except drinking. All right, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all because I have a kidney stone. I'm on pain pills right now. And I'm gonna get real with you guys. My kidney stone is named Kidney Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna be real with y'all though. I'm an alcoholic. I'm severely depressed and I get lonely and I'm an alcoholic. I called my apartment manager, or I called the apartment office yesterday and asked him to send the maintenance guy over. And the maintenance guy came over and he's like, "So what's wrong with your vent?" I was like, "No man, I just needed to talk. Thanks for coming by." Yeah, I posted on Facebook at 4 in the morning, "I feel profoundly lonely." Not lonely, but profoundly lonely. I'm not profound. You know what I did after I posted that? The same thing every guy does when he feels sad and lonely. I jerked off and watched porn. You know, I'm not profound at all. You know why guys do that when they feel lonely? Because they feel like they can't feel sad when they're jerking off. But I was wrong. My cum face was more of a glum face. And you know, when you watch a lot of porn and you're a normal guy or kind of a littler than normal guy, you start to feel kind of bad about your size and stuff. And I've always tried to have a good attitude about it, try to be really optimistic, see my athletic cup is half full. But like, it's super, super hard when you're watching a lot of porn. Like my dick, it isn't curved. It's almost curved. If it was a little longer, it would be curved. It's not long enough to be curved. If it was a little longer, it would be curved. But it's not, you know, and some guys, they have to go down on women. I'll get to the grandma story in a second, I'm sorry. Some guys, they have to go down on women to get them off sometimes, and I'm just one of those guys. You know, but you know, when you're suicidal and you're living, it's a lot like eating pussy. You don't really know what you're doing, but you're not really doing it for you. No, seriously, no guy knows what they're doing down there. No, nobody does. You know what I do when I go down there? I just recite my stand-up sets. Because I'm not much of an improv guy. Yeah. And some girls, I can just do my type 5. Other girls, I can practice my first hour-long comedy special. Either way, when she finishes, it's like when I get the light. I always finish whatever joke I'm on, no matter what. Yeah, I wrote that last night at a bar. I was real drunk, real unhappy. I was talking to the bartender, and he let me stay after hours. And he was like talking to me about how I was feeling and stuff. And he was like my therapist, except he's a lot cheaper. And he still offered to do cocaine with me after telling me I should probably drink a lot less. I kind of have a drinking problem, yeah. I'd rather get ignored by a romantic interest than the bartender, honestly. But, all right, which brings me back to my grandma's story. Brings me back to that. Okay, so yeah, my grandma was like, "JJ, you know, if you're gay, you can tell me. If you like men, you can just tell me." And I was like, "No, Grandma, well, thank you. That's really progressive of you, for one thing. Thank you. But no, I'm not gay. I just haven't found the right person yet." But she wasn't really listening. And she was like, "What about that Zare guy you're always talking about? You know, he makes money. He has a car. Why don't you ask him out? Don't you think he's handsome?" And I was like, Grandma, that's just my friend. I'm not gay and he's not gay. Listen, I'm just really, really bad with women. Just really, really, really bad with women. The only time I have any success with women is if one of them sees me have a good stand-up set and I've never, ever, ever talked to her before that moment, ever. Like, I brought a woman home from a stand-up comedy show once that I'd never met before, and she wanted me to do role-playing with her. Not because she was into that, but just because she didn't like me, but she was still horny. Unfortunately for her, the only impression I can do is Sling Blade. Yeah, have you seen Sling Blade's cum face? But she has now. Alright, I left that part off when I was talking to my grandma. I didn't tell my grandma about the cum and Sling Blade and all that. So my grandma, she was like, "Oh, I understand now." So she was real it was weird. She was giving me dating advice. She's like, first of all, always carry a handkerchief with you, because you're not an animal. Have a good rating on your voicemail, like, or whatever, which I don't even know if she knows what voicemail is. And she's like, don't just try to meet women at bars. Don't try to meet women at bars. So I'm going to my grandma's Methodist church this Sunday. We're going to wingman for each other. I'm going to be like the youngest person there by 25 years and the only atheist. And I swear to God, if my grandma meets someone while we're there and I don't, I'm just going to give up on women. I'm just going to give up. I'm going to go gay. I'm going to go gay. I'm going to do what she told me. I'm going to ask my friend Zara. I'll be there. Zara's never heard me do this set before. I'm going to ask Zara out. I'm going to take him to Bordino's. I'm going to order a bottle of wine, pull his chair out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get him a steak, cooked rare, so he knows he's going to get his meat raw. And I'm going to take him home after that. We're going to go to my bed, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to cuddle, because I'm a gentleman. I'm a gentleman. We're going to cuddle. We're not going to spoon because we're two guys. We're going to sport. That's what two guys do. We're going to fucking sport. And I'm going to tell you about my trip to Paris a few years ago. How much time do I got?
120.
120? I recently found out that I've always wanted to be Jewish. Ever since I started doing comedy, I've always wanted to be Jewish.